Hello everyone and welcome back to Hacking with Ken. So basically in today's lecture, I'm going to show you how to manage Docker like a system administrator. Now in my previous video, I explained what is Docker and Docker containers, but I think I may have not explained clearly. So why do you need Docker, and like why the hell you really we have virtual machines, so why do we need Docker? Well, sometimes you don't have enough resources on cloud or on your system to run the applications, okay, to deploy the application. So with Docker you can do that. You can deploy an app really easy and in the right way, and it will be. So Docker really helps a lot, but there comes a task that you need to manage your Docker images. Okay, you need to manage your Docker containers. Basically, Docker container is something that you create using an image. Okay, a container is created. A container is basically an executable thing that has your software configuration or code and stuff like that, which you can execute to run your software or deploy it. So basically, first of all, we will go into the root, because all the Docker stuff will be done in the root command. So we are in root terminal now. So basically the first thing we going to do is to check that we have the Docker installed. Okay, let's check apt install docker.io. Docker is installed on my system, so I don't have any need to install. I'm going to zoom in a little. Okay, so now what we do, first of all, let's think what image we need. Okay, in previous video I shown you how to build Docker images. You can go to dockerhub.com, hub.docker.com, and you can pull down any image you want. You can pull down Apache HTTPD to deploy websites. You can pull down operating system. But what about other images, like some other than Apache? Like you can pull Nginx images too. You can pull Jenkins. I mean, if you don't know Jenkins, well, it's a DevOps technology, and it is automated. It deploys and tests your code automatically. So you can deploy Jenkins, and for cybersecurity you can deploy Wazoo on whole Docker, and it's really cool how you can deploy the whole SIEM on a Docker, and it's really fun, to be honest. I tried it myself. And then you can also deploy OpenVAS, what we call it, the vulnerability scanner. You can deploy that too. So first of all, let's pull Docker image, any Docker image. I'm pulling Ubuntu. Okay, maybe I already have Ubuntu, but let's just pull. It will use the latest tag, but if you want some version, like specific version, you can just specify Ubuntu colon, and you can specify the version. You can copy that, you can get that from website. Okay, LTS tag defines that you are pulling down the latest image, the latest updated image. Okay, as you can see, I will pull down the latest image. Okay, docker pull ubuntu/ubuntu colon LTS. So, or you can just pull down docker pull ubuntu. It will pull down the Docker image. Now I already have this. It may be due to my internet connection, but if you have perfect internet connection, this command will work for you just fine. So I'm going to Control C here, because it will, I don't know how long it will take. So now we have the Docker image, but how do we create a container? We have the Docker image. We can list them, Docker image ls. Okay, you can see that Docker image ls is basically shows us that we have Ubuntu, we have Nginx, and we have Kencypher. Okay, we have Kencypher here. It's my own website that I hosted on Docker. So what I can do basically is Docker start, or Docker run, sorry, but first we need to create a container. Okay, Docker run Kencypher. Okay, I can do Kencypher. Okay, Docker run Kencypher, but it won't be enough. This is my website. Okay, I need to create a container for it, and I need to access it. So basically what I will do is I will type AT here and AT here, and I think it's the right structure, or we can map the port. Now what is this? Okay, this is basically what we call the ports. I guess the right word is port mapping, but I guess no, there's another word I forgot. So basically what it will do, when my IP will be like, if I try to access my own IP at 8080, it will go into the Docker. Okay, I'm asking my system that if you receive any request at 8080, just forward it into the Docker. Now Docker is running a website httpd, Apache httpd. I use that image. Now just I just wanted to direct it to port 80 in that a container. Now in that container my website is running, is hosted on 80, and it will be accessible. Let's check it if we can run it. Okay, as you can see, it's working. Okay, maybe we have we have Docker container in our arsenal, or maybe not. We can check it by going into here 192.168.100.9 colon, we can type 8080. Let's check it. Okay, we can access it. The 8080 is accessible. Okay, but this is running in foreground. This is showing us logs. We can manage that later using some parameters. We can run it in the background so it won't show us these kind of logs. So we can do that. But as you can see, our web app just worked just fine. I deployed the whole website in a Docker image, and I can run using a simple command. So this is really cool, to be honest. And I mean, the Docker container is created. Now you can run it in the background too, but there are a few settings that you need to do. So now let's say Docker container ls. Okay, we have no running container for now, but let's run that again. Let's run our website again, and now let's check. Okay, I have to zoom in a little. Now let's go into the root. Docker container ls. Okay, now we have a running container, which is basically Docker entry point, which is going from 8080 to 80 TCP. As you can see, if I receive any request on 8080, it will go into the Docker at port 80, and port 80 is Apache HTTPD. So basically it will just show me my website. Now we have a running container successfully. Now if I close it, okay, then we have no running container. Every container, remember, every container has an ID, has a name. You can stop them using the ID command, or using the ID or name. How? Let's say you have a Docker container running. Just type Docker container stop. I think so. This is, yeah, this is it. Just type in the parameter ID, or you can type in the name. Just say Kencypher. But what if you have a container running more than by name Kencypher? So what you want to do? Well, sometimes names can get confusing. So basically you want to do is remember the ID. You can always ls the ID, and you can see them. Now images and containers are whole different thing. Images are something, like OS or your software. But what is container? Container takes that image and run it. So basically, and a container is created to run that image. So this is basically a main difference between Docker image and container. Now Docker is really fun to play with, to be honest. Just type Docker and you will see a lot of commands here. Okay. Now you can create a network, and in Docker you can create a network, you can create a volume to make your images persistent. Now persistency in Docker is really, really cool, and you need to check it out. Now if I run Docker run, okay, Docker run, I can ask for help. Let's ask for help, so we can run it in the background. We can run our website in the background. We don't want the interactive session. So anyway, we can run in the background, detach, run container in the background, and print container ID. Yeah. Now let's do that. Now let's run our Docker container, the Kencypher with -d parameter, and we will be shown just the ID. But if we type Docker container ls, the container is running in the background. No matter what happens, we will always it will always be running until we stop it, and we won't be shown any logs. So this is really good. -d is really good parameter to run container in background. And let's say I want to run something, docker run ubuntu, but ubuntu won't run. Well, even if I type it, just exit in 2 to 3 seconds. Why is that? Because ubuntu is an operating system. It doesn't do anything. Okay, it's not running any website, it's not waiting for any input or output. It's we have to basically interact with it. If you want to interact with it, we can type -int, so we can get into that docker. Now we are in ubuntu image. So this is how basically you create a docker. Now let's say we have container running. We can list them docker container ls, but how do we stop them? Okay, docker stop. Let's type Kencypher, or you can give id. Okay, wait, hold on. Kencypher docker stop. Okay, we can just give it sorry, hold on, docker container stop Kencypher. No response from such container. Okay, we can always do container id. Let's do that. Docker container stop. Let's pull in the id. Okay, if we type docker container ls, as you can see, it is stopped. But we can also type docker container ls -a, and we can see all the containers that we ran in the past, or we ran 56 seconds ago, or everything. These are the containers that are stopped, so we can delete them. Okay, docker container rm, and just specify the id. Okay, now container is deleted. By the way, the irony of the thing is, once you create a container, you can run it by using container name, and I'm going to show you. But let's say you want to remove image 2, docker image ls. Let's say I want to remove the nginx. I hate that. Okay, docker image rm, and just type the image name or image id, nginx. Okay, nginx has been deleted. There is no nginx. Now let's run docker run -d, and we can run Kencypher again. Now what I want to do is I want to show you docker stop docker container container stop. Okay, let me give this id, and let's stop it. Okay, now I want to run it again. What I can do is docker container start Kencypher. Okay, wait, hold on. We can give, we didn't specify the name, to be honest, so we can't really do that. But we always have the id. So now the docker container is running again. Now as you can see, once container is created, you don't have to type that run command again or configure the port again. You can always just use the IDE, or if you specified any name when you ran it, you can always call it by name, and you can specify it, and you can run it without using that run port stuff. Okay, you can just type docker container start, and it will start. Now this is how you manage images and containers in Docker. I mean, this is not a lot, and in the next video I'll probably show you how to deploy your own apps, and then we can manage them. Now this is a simple website, to be honest. This is a simple website. This is a simple my own website, kencypher.me. I just pulled it and put it into the Docker. Now as you can see, if I access port 8080, it will go into that Apache HTTPD port 80, and I can access my website here. So this is how you manage Docker like a pro system administrator. Learn Docker, it's really good technology. One more thing I want to announce is that the national cybersecurity competitions are coming in Pakistan again, and this is the third time. Basically, they also hosted 2022, 2021. So this is third time, and it's really gonna be amazing. So register yourself. First of all, you need 3 members. Okay, create your own team, and team name should be unique, and then add your members here. Use the legit email that you use, and Then first of all, register yourself in the workshop basically, and select your city. You can basically select every city, I mean not the city which is how I can say this, the city which is close to you. Now let me show you which cities are available so you can do that. So let's see here. We have basically we have Islamabad, we have Multan, we have I guess a lot of big cities. We have Karachi, we have Lahore. So we have Sakkar, we have Karachi, we have, and there are universities named that will host the workshops. Workshops is basically training. The IBA in Sakkar, NED in Karachi, MNSUET in Multan, NIC Quetta in Quetta, of course. Comsats Islamabad in Islamabad, Rawalpindi, I don't know, unknown. Lahore, LGU, IM Sciences in Peshawar, and Comsat Islamabad again. Wow. I don't know if it's a typo or it's real. Then hackathons will be on, and the last date to register yourself in the workshop is 30th September. But for CTF, I guess it will be 30th September for both. So make sure you register yourself in the workshop and in the hackathon so you can play those CTFs. So make sure. And then CTFs will be held. First will be on 9th November, then this will be held on 6th November. So be prepared for that. Now, what will be the topics? The topics will be, about, let me open up dashboard. They are written here. Mostly reverse engineering, web app pen testing. It can be cryptography, and a lot of other categories too, to be honest. So you just have to play some try hack me rooms and research your own. I mean, as you can see, on reverse engineering, pen testing methodologies, and web app security, mobile device security, network security, wireless security, incident response. There are good categories. Now let's check the award, which awards are being given, how much cash or any stuff. So let's check that. That's if you win. Okay, subscription coupons for international training. Wow, that's really good. Scholarship for international competitors. Wow, that's really amazing. And Ignite sponsor 3 million rupees in cash prizes. First prize is I don't know, maybe 1 million, or I really don't know what is this million or lakh, to be honest. So read that yourself. Okay, then you can kickstart, you can create your own team so you can participate it, and I encourage you guys to participate it in this. So this is all for today. And also I will like to give away some of the few stuff. So watch my post, and if you have great idea for a video, just DM me on Discord, and if I like your idea, I will give you one of the few things. Maybe JetBrains premium sub if you're a programmer, maybe GitLens or GitKraken premium free for you if you're a programmer. So I have all the programming benefits now, so I can give it to you. So this is all for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.